You have to check the license plate or the VIN number, determine who the registered owner of that vehicle is, and that's who you cite.
Yep.
Otherwise, they gotta put a sign out in front of their house.
Can you give us your name and address, please?
Sure, it's 6513 Troy.
And your name?
Jennifer, my name's over.
Otherwise, they gotta put a sign out in front of their house like a business place does. If you don't belong to this business place, you can't park here. Yeah, you'll be towed. I mean,
We have something different. My name is Beverly Fortner. My address is 12842 Robert Street. I'm here today, I'm concerned because without our knowledge, a group home is going in. And we had no idea this was happening. And we're concerned about our property values. We're concerned about our safety. We're concerned about the children in the neighborhood. We don't know what kind of group home this is. And there's a lot of children, there's a lot of seniors. And what can we do?
Madam Chair. Again, I guess I'm the bearer of bad news a lot tonight. Unfortunately, state law trumps local law on this particular issue. A few years ago, the state changed some of the legislation and allowed this type of thing to occur. It's unfortunate because they're not even taxed as a business. They're not required to have a business license. There's no notification to the city of Taylor when this occurs. We do have some of them in the city.
Yeah.
They were buying a lot of the foreclosed homes at one point in time, and when we changed our process of handling that different, it eliminated a lot of those. But there are still some that come in, and they are still permitted under state law.
They kind of slide in, and that's what's happened.
We generally learn about it when you come to the city council meeting and tell us, because we don't know.
And you don't know what type of group home this could be?
Madam Chair?
Or who we can contact
Yeah.
if we have a problem?
I am not familiar with it at all, but you may try to contact the City of Taylor Building Department. They may be able to give you better information. It may be registered to a business and not a resident. Typically, what we'll see is an attorney will buy the home and keep it in his name or her name and sublease it to one of the group homes.
And
Councilman Woolley?
No, Madam Chair, I just wanted to kind of go on what the mayor was saying. We did look at actually trying to control this as much as possible a couple of years ago, even by just setting a number of allowing that many to exist in the city. But unfortunately, like the mayor said, the state prohibited, and they're allowed to open up anywhere in any neighborhood.
well, the one on Pardee, for instance, the people next door they had to walk away from their home because they couldn't handle it anymore. And now they can't sell it.
Unfortunately, there's been a few incidents
Right,
in our
and
city.
exactly, and I don't want that to happen. Our neighborhood is very nice, very quiet. We have not really too many problems except a couple places.
Ma'am, I understand you talked to our council secretary.
Yes, Michelle, thank you,
And
Michelle.
I think she did give you some information.
I have that, but she gave it to my neighbor.
Okay.
That was Rhonda.
Madam Chair.
Did you get a hold of anybody from the state at all? Were you able to get a hold of them or Erica Geis's office?
No,
Madam Chair.
I didn't know about that.
No. My name is Mary Gruber, I'm at 23,000 Forest Lane. And I talked to Michelle on the phone regarding this problem and the fact that nobody in our neighborhood knew about it. I'm a registered nurse by profession, and I understand the homes. I also understand the law, licensing. Now, if the city of Taylor cannot do anything about them coming in to your city, our city, then who are we to call if we have what we would consider a problem? Police department?
Correct.
If I see one of the residents out there urinating in the street, and this happens frequently, do I call the police department so I can start a paper trail?
Absolutely, Madam Chair.
Because the licensing, I can go through the licensing myself online
Sure.
and see what kind of problems
Chair, and just to answer the gentleman's question about that, the correct approach to that would be calling the police department, but also registering the complete with LADA, which is the department that oversees the group homes. So you would also, in addition to the police department complaint, you would also register a complaint with LADA, which you're familiar with.
Okay.
Madam Chair, I'd just like to say that I've done a lot of work over the years in group homes throughout all the cities. I would be concerned if it was in my neighborhood. But we have to figure out what kind it is before we get.
Exactly.
Let me finish. It could be just for seniors. It could be for just invalids. You know, there's all kinds of different ones. The one on Pardee, definitely, I know the neighbors next door. I know them very well. You know, and that's unfortunate. But, you know, like the mayor said, the state controls that.
The problem is, if we knew the name of the company, the address of the company, and a phone number, we could talk to them directly.
Madam Chair.
It's really going to be imperative that we know
Councilman
what kind of people are coming into their home.
If she wants to see me after, I'll actually get her in contact and see if we get some contact information after. Okay. No problem.
My name is Ann Nessla. I live at 12360 Robert Street. My concern is the same with them, except the house. I don't even know how they could put a group home in the house. The house is small. Somebody said they had 4 bedrooms. Well, they must have really chopped them down to 4 bedrooms. It's not, to me, it don't look like a good house.
Madam Chair.
And the guy came in, bought it 3 weeks ago, and turned it into a home.
Madam Chair.
Mr. Mayor?
There are some compliance issues that the city does control. They are required to have a certificate of occupancy. They are, if it's in fact a rental type application, they would be required to register it accordingly. So there are some parameters that we control. If you're already going to meet with Councilman Garza, if you don't mind, please giving him the address of the home that we're discussing. Then I can get it from Councilman Garza, and we can see if they do have an active C of O, to see what we do know about that home, and we can communicate that way, since he's willing to meet with you and already communicate. I think it would be best that way, and see what we can get our arms around. But again, related to the group homes in general, we typically find out about them when residents come in as yourself. I've never heard this before 5 minutes ago.
The address is 12800. Robert.
I have a lot of that information. I did check, they do have an inspection that was done, their first inspection. So they're in the process. Nobody is living there at this time. And I have the name of who pulled that inspection. I don't know if that's the owner or not, but I have that information that I can help.
Yeah, we'll get together.
Who takes care of make sure they do what they're supposed to do?
That would be Laura. That would be the licensing agency with the state of Michigan.
They have, how many in Michigan are going to watch a house? Thank you.
My name is Ronald Point, 23120 Emmett. So I've been living in Taylor for 50 years. I know everything that's been going on that. We finally get in the city good. If the state of Michigan is going to put this group home here, which they're probably going to do, how many is Taylor going to get? Are we going to go back to Sin City where it costs us $15 million to clean that mess up? They cleaned that mess up there. They got an apartment complex, Coppertree right next to me. Policeman's been shot, and then murders. We got Pine over here, that's trouble. We got Central over here. Now you're going to put a group home in one of the nicest neighborhoods in Taylor. I have to say, we all work hard, we're seniors. I'm one of the youngest seniors. I'm 77 years old. My next door neighbor's 90. My neighbor across the street is 100. My neighbor on the other side is 87. When you get these things, I know you guys can't do much for it, but when you get these things going, how many more? Is Taylor going to go down worse than it is? We're finally coming good. Can't we stop these group homes? If it's going to be group homes, I got a beautiful home, 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, fireplace. I'll turn that into a group home.
Madam
Is
Chair.
that what they want?
Sir?
Yes.
Councilman Johnson?
Just want to let you know, be aware, and I agree with you, but there's a lot more group homes in this city than anybody ever realizes. And you never hear about them, okay? But I understand what you're saying, but they're here, and they're in Southgate, they're in Allen Park, they're in Inkster, they're in every city, and they just come in and they're there. And you never hear from them, it's the bad ones like on Pardee that you hear about.
I agree, but how many apartment complexes, Taylor's got more complex apartments, low-income housing in the state. We let it go back to the first part of the 60s and 70s, 80s. You got a beautiful city here, how many more of these we're gonna get?
Sir.
I mean, the property value is going down, it's gonna down.
I think what you're hearing is we don't disagree with you.
I know you don't.
We're on your side. We don't want to see them here either. We're doing our best to try to keep them out of the city of Taylor, and we'll do our best with this one. Again, I wouldn't want to live next to it. I wouldn't want my parents to live next to it. I wouldn't want my grandparents to live next to it. But they do exist, and we will at least have to make sure they keep peace in the neighborhood and do everything they're supposed to do.
Oh, I'm gonna make real quick. My neighbor next door just bought a house. Ford Motor Company executive, got a little baby. They came up and he just found out there's gonna be a group home. He says, my God. He said, if I knew this, he said, I would never have gone and moved in Taylor. I would not come in this neighborhood. And he just bought it 3 weeks ago. That was a wonderful kid. I wouldn't be surprised if he moves out. He don't want his kids, his wife don't want to take babies and get on that street. So I say.
Madam Chair, was the house for sale long? I'm sorry, Madam Chair, was the house for sale long? You said they bought it 3 weeks ago.
I mean, about 3 weeks when they moved in.
How long was it on the market for?
Less than a year.
Okay. Thank you.
And she lives next door.